Okay, now I have one of my fenders in what I'm kind of trying to make into my little paint booth for cold weather. Today, I'm doing some work on the fenders, and here is the aftermarket fender I bought. Some of y'all that are fans of these old trucks, or just have one of these old trucks, 68 model, will notice something missing here. Supposed to be an emblem right there. Okay, well, somewhere in there. What we've got to do is we've got to locate where that is supposed to go. So, okay, here are the holes. One here, 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 and here. They, of course, correspond to these pins. And that's what holds this emblem on. So, area for a potential problem. I'm going to show you this right down in here. Okay, okay. There is water down in there, so this area will hold water. And when you raise the fender up like it's going to bolt on, right about there, the water is still staying there. That's a bad thing. You don't want the water to sit inside here. So we're going to drill a hole down in there. Okay, after looking at it for a minute, it does have a drain hole here. What the problem is, here is the drain hole. I don't know if you can see it right here. It's a little slot right here. Problem is, it's bent upwards a little bit, so I'm just going to bend it down some. Like that. Let's test that, see if that works any better. Take our little water sprayer. Put water in it. The fender is leaning over now. It would never be in this position, of course. Okay. Let's see what happens when we turn it up this way. There we go. Water drained out. That's perfect. Okay, it already had it there, but it had been bent up somehow. So they already had put that into this fender. So that's a good thing. All right, now we'll do the other side. Okay, here's the hood, and we're going to remove these letters. Some of y'all may be a little disappointed at this. These are not the original letters. They fell off years ago. And I don't know if I'm going to get the original, because I can buy them for like 40 bucks. I may just go ahead and do that. But these letters were $9 for these letters, because they're the stick-on kind. This one already came off. Well, I already cut it off. See? Ordinarily, there would be pins going through, and you would have to loosen up little nuts, they're little fasteners that are made just for holding this stuff on. But a lot of modern vehicles, in fact, I think pretty much all modern vehicles that have emblems on them, use this method now, which is pretty much they're just glued on. The best way to get these off, if you have to remove your emblems, don't just grab them and start pulling, because what you'll do is you'll end up breaking your emblem, and that's just not the way to do it. Get you a piece of fishing line, put it under it. There you go. Got to pull pretty hard to get it to come off, but that went on real good. Cuts like a knife. There they are. Right up here there's a little bit that needs fixed, and I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't really. There's a low spot right here. You can kind of see where that part's not sanded. There's a dent there. So I may try spreading some filler in that. The rest of it looks good. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, well, we got a layer of Bondo smeared on. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to get it close. I wanted to make sure that there was no holes or major dents or anything on the bottom part, but which the rest of it's pretty good. This part I put a little in so I can kind of raise this up a little, because it was a little bit of a dip in there, so that should be enough to fill that in. Now we just got to let that dry, and then we'll get on to sanding it all back off. Okay, next little body part that we've got here is the cowl, and you can see the paint is chipped on the edges. This is the main place we're going to have to work on. And right here, see, there was 2 antenna holes. That antenna hole was added by Grandpa, and it was on the wrong side. And this one didn't exist. Actually, I drilled this one years ago, and it kind of looks, I don't know what I drilled it with, but it don't look like I drilled it with a hole saw or anything, but it'll work fine once I get an antenna in there. But see, this is the right side that the antenna is supposed to be on. So I suppose I'm going to put one back in there. I thought about just not even having an antenna, but I think I'm going to. Probably look like something's missing if I don't. But we're going to do some sanding on this. So you got cracks and stuff here. So let's do some sanding. Okay, here we go. It's all sanded, feather edged, and looking pretty good. It's about ready to be wiped down and put in primer, I guess. See if we can do anything with this one. bearings there. See how that looks now. I believe that is it. Okay. And we've got this part patched up. And yeah, it is not exactly perfect, but it's straight. And the part that comes out from under the chrome will come to about right here. So this part still looks good, looks alright, but it's got a little dip right there, but it's not bad. I don't think it's worth doing any more to, because once I get the chrome on, you'll never see it. Okay, now it's repositioned, and I'm going to hit the top of it. That has the entire hood sanded and cleaned up. No wax or anything on it. You know, I'm going to clean it all again with acetone. I'm going to clean everything again with acetone right before I paint it anyway. Still going to do the bottom of the hood, work on it a little bit. But for right now, I think this video is probably getting pretty long. So I guess that's going to be about it for this one. And thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.